Hello, you beautiful human, and welcome back to your daily pick-me-up message. Before we get into the cards to have a look at what God, Universe, Spirit needs you to know at this point in time, whenever you happen to watch this right here, right now, there's once again a massive message that I'm meant to convey to you before we get to have fun with the cards. So please bear with me, and those that watched yesterday's pick-me-up message, it's very much interlinked, but also if you haven't watched that one, don't worry, like if you feel called, you can check out that message after. But oh my gosh, okay, the sentence that keeps on coming through is like, deception is at an ultimate high. Shadow energies are as present as ever before. And we need to be aware of it. Like, that is literally only if we're aware of it, we're able to get rid of the illusions, because they are trying to spin a lot of narratives right now throughout the collective, and we as like high vibrational beings that are like doing a lot of freaking work in just like reawakening the remembrance of unconditional love in others, we are being targeted the most. It's not something to be afraid of, obviously, because that, you know, plays into their agenda. No, it's something to just be like mindful of, and this is coming through, so you can actually take precautions to flick them off because like literally like they hold no power over you the moment you're able to put like a big flashlight in their eyes and be like, I see you, what are you trying to do? And then it's like, you know, like, why are they even bothering? But here's the thing, and I touched upon it in yesterday's video, there's no way of stopping mass awakening at this point. We're on the golden timeline. Like, it's done, baby. Like, let's freaking go. I applaud every single beautiful soul that made it happen. Like, literally, I'm so freaking grateful. And obviously, like, all this work goes back, like, way beyond our lifetime right now. Yeah, like, we are aware. So it's like celebratory energy all around. But what these shadow energies can do, they cannot stop it, but they can delay it. Basically also delay our personal individual experience when it comes to like fully having new earth like basically reflected in our outside. Yes, so this has also been like shown to me, especially during my dreams. So I've had like incredible like vivid dreams. You probably are in the same boat, huh? Like, feel free to let me know what has come through in the astral for you. But what I want to share is a dream that I had like 2 nights ago that was kind of spooky, but also just like, okay, makes a lot of sense. So basically the dream that I had was, I was at a park just like minding my own business, you know, being very peaceful, and then a couple of like strangers, like strange men, kind of like took me with them. Like, I didn't really put up a fight because I felt like, okay, I am not meant to, but they literally were just going with it. But I had like a not a good feeling in my stomach. I was like, this is not right. Like, okay, they are telling me they have this opportunity for me, and I'm meant to work with them, but something is off. Like, I don't feel comfortable with them. And then like in the next second, like kind of an assassin came out of nowhere, and he literally butchered all of these strange men and was basically rescuing me from them. And I was like, okay, why? Like, what does this freaking dream mean? And like the message that I've gotten is like, you can see that assassin as your spirit guides, ancestors, your divine support, but it might very also be like a physical like person, a mentor, a friend, a guide that is coming in or has already come into your life to basically support you on your way forward, and like free you of these like shadow energies, of deceptive energies that are trying to utilize your light for their benefit. Yeah, like that is their agenda, because they want to just like harvest your light, similar to what we already experienced in the past with like, you know, energy vampires, narcissists, like you name it, we went through it. That's why in like a normal case, if we're completely clear, we're able to like pinpoint the deceptions right away. Like, we are very good with our discernment. But right now, the noise is like to another degree. And you probably also notice that through what you're seeing in your own like social media feed, a lot of distortion, a lot of deception. And like I stopped watching the news like way, I don't know how long ago, yeah, but social media has still been something that I've been dibbling dabbling in. When I'm telling you, like tomorrow with also like new moon, you know, like that makes a lot of sense. New moon in Gemini, like we get the chance to begin again and to like completely start anew. And this, it feels like a necessary cut that needs to be made because we need to get rid of the distraction. Because it doesn't matter like how much work you've done on yourself, like these shadow energies still will find weaknesses and be able to latch onto that. Okay, so that is something that we're like meant to completely get rid of. What we're being asked to do is like fully fall into us, into the depths of us. That's it. Like nurturing our connection to us, to the divine, to God, to Mother Earth. That is it. That is where the beautiful, I just heard that's where the music happens. Okay, let's go. Maybe you're a musician or doing music. That is beautiful. But this is like where the magic happens. Because this is when you're completely clear and you get the guidance on what to do, how to structure your day, how to flow. This is what you need right now. Especially like leading up to the summer solstice, like I keep on repeating myself, but that is like your freaking rocket launch, yeah? Might already happen before, I just heard. But it's like the next couple of weeks are crucial for you to fully be in your new earth embodiment and not entertain distractive like energies. Cut that out. Like whatever you need to do in order to clear the mind. Yeah, no like mental energy needed right now. Like literally, just get rid of that. You need to do it now. That's it. That's it. And even if you're like having trouble, also be like, oh my gosh, yeah, but I don't know if like, am I currently living in illusion, or if it's what I'm hearing and the guidance I'm receiving, if it's that true? The easiest way for you to figure that out is like, you need to sit in stillness. And you need to sit in it long enough. Because in the beginning, your ego might chatter a lot, but there's gonna be a switch, a point where your ego will just like give up. And then you're gonna hear like the true guidance and you will feel it as a resonance in your body. Like, you know yourself so well. So don't question it for a second, okay? No, what I'm gonna sit with today, for example, is I'm gonna sit with, okay, new earth embodiment. How does that look like? How does that feel in my body? And this is what I'm gonna follow for, you know, like the next couple of weeks, and then for even after to come. I don't want to waver out of that energy anymore. Yeah, so this is the last of it. Because like the last couple of months, like I've been, and you probably have been there as well, confronted with a lot of shitty illusions. Yeah, a lot of harsh truths as well, but I'm grateful for everything unfolding in the way that it did, because like the growth and the evolution that I went through as not only like a human being, but I also know like what it did on like a soul, like spiritual rank level. Like, come on, you cannot beat it. But let's see if there's any additional message that Spirit Mother Father is like, you need to talk about that. Why didn't you talk about that? Oh, also a vision that I've gotten during my meditation is of a flood coming into a city. And I was like, oh, that is kind of like dystopian, right? Like very like negative. But then like Spirit reminded me, no, it's about like how you view it. It's like water is like cleansing, it's purifying. But then on the other hand, like whatever narrative you give it, it can turn into disastrous and just like killing people off. Because like the deception that you're experiencing on an individual level, my lovely, like it's even worse like on the world stage. That's what I'm saying. Tune out the noise. Don't pay attention to the freaking narrative and stories that they are trying to spin. And they are getting very clever. These shadow energies are incredibly clever. Even if you think like your algorithm is not affected and you're just watching like this casual like reel about like a couple like on social media, this is the guidance that I've been receiving, and I'm just like sharing it because like this message is for you. You can either like listen and like feel the resonance and like take action accordingly, or you're obviously gonna leave it. But I made my, like I did my job. I did my job. Okay, but that is it for now. Let's see. Anything else, Spirit? Very doom and gloom today, the message, huh? No, but it's like, again, it's not to invoke fear. It's just about like us being prepared and aware. Yeah? And I'm not going anywhere. Like, I at least, like, my content, like, okay. It's like, you have to trust me on this, right? But like, you will always be safe with me. Yes, of course, there will probably be times where like my ego is gonna rail its head and be like, hello. But I'm gonna be able to spot it and be like, sit down. It's not your time to do anything like be this small, yeah? Ego always tries to like make things like grand, but I'm like, calm yourself. Yeah, but you will always be safe with me. And if you don't believe me, then that is like a wounded, a shadow part within yourself that is not trusting that. Because what you're receiving from me, and ever since I started this freaking YouTube channel, is like my core essence, and that is, as with every single one of us, unconditional love through and through. Or you can probably hear it. There's literally a helicopter flying over my building. If you've been on this channel for a while, you know that this always indicates Spirit, Mother, Father, God coming to the rescue. Like, we are so supported, we are so guided. But these are the energies that we're currently kind of facing. Karmic. These are like shadow energies trying to make us believe something that is not true. Make us believe in the lie, in the illusion. And we're like who do you think we are? Like, we know what you are, and we are not entertaining that. That felt so relevant that I just like flicked that away. Yeah, we're clearing that. Also, maybe do a bit more like Palo Santo and just like spiritual energy cleanse. Can never hurt anybody. That is just something that I feel called to share. Bottom of the deck energy, and that is the truth. You know what they're trying to do? Make you realize that you're like dull, colorless grass, and that you don't matter, and that you don't hold any power, and nah. When in fact, the truth has been the whole freaking time, you're a freaking diamond, you're the gem. You shine so brightly, like people are like naturally drawn to your light, and obviously these shadow energies are drawn to your light as well. But what you're meant to do is like not dim it, you're meant to like even amplify everything that you are. That's why the message has come through so strongly to be like, be more of you, be more about you, dive deep, my love. Don't shy away. With Saturn in Aries right now. Also, Aries is the freaking first sign of the zodiac. I didn't even say that yesterday. That is all about new. Like, also like the fire energy and action. It's just like we're gonna get our full freaking energy back. That's why shadow energies are like working overtime right now, but they hold not a candle to our energy at all. Again, we can flick them away, okay? So with that said, I'm feeling called to wrap up this daily. Pick my message up here now. As always, let me know in the comment section if this resonated. Have you experienced a lot of like illusions, deception, like things where you're like something is off, and then you find out the truth and you're like, what the heck, like I knew it. Like these are the type of like moments that you have to like take note of, because that is always just like strengthening your belief in yourself and your intuition. Like energy doesn't lie, my love, and you know exactly who is of like the highest Christ of light and who is not, and it's just like trying to be. Yeah, I'm not throwing shame, but I'm especially thinking about like fake gurus right now. Yeah, not entertaining that whatsoever. You know the truth. Honestly, like these concepts are all like falling away either way, because we're gonna be at a point where each and every single one of us, like we are our own guru. Like we don't need any outside source. That has been the irony all along, hasn't it? So yeah. But with that said, have yourself a beautiful, wonderful rest of the day as always, and I cannot wait to see your beautiful face in one of my next upcoming videos, which is gonna be tomorrow. Like I'm committing to like posting every single day, no matter how small the message seem or not. I'm just gonna show up and put out my frequency and just like tune out all the false light agenda narrative shit that we're currently seeing all over, yeah? No, not with us. Like we know the truth. So good on us. But yeah, take care of yourself, and I love you very, very much. Bye. Ooh, oh my gosh, like that took my body was just like used for that. That transmission was so powerful. You know what I saw? Like I saw, oh my gosh, how do I describe it? It was not a tornado, but it might have been one. But I saw like a magenta, like energy swirl, just like coming through the crown of your head and just like grounding. And I pulled it through your crown, grounded it, pulled it through the crown, grounded it. And what I can only assume is doing like whatever guidance you've been asking for, and where things have been kind of hazy, don't you worry, things will be put for you like very, very clearly. Hopefully even within this video, where you're gonna get like a thought and it's like boom, or like after this video. Like I trust that whatever activation you just currently needed, you just received. So I love that for us. And yeah, you can like let me know in the comments if you like saw anything, if you felt anything. I can just hope that these type of messages like hold as much value as I see them as, because like when I'm telling you, when these messages came through, they might start very like quiet and like, you know, just like I might miss them, but once I tune into that energy, it's like something is just like pulling me to like sit down and film. It's like my logic or my ego mind was like, oh, this is like too small of a message to make a video of, you don't need to do that. Okay. And then I sat with it and I was about to like leave, but something was pulling me like, sit down, just see what wants to come through. That was actually my higher self, like flicking away my little ego self, being like, you sit down, like literally. So yeah, make time to sit with yourself. How do you see New Earth? How do you, like, what is the feeling? And then go do that. Disregard anything else. Literally nothing else matters. For body chills. Also hear the song. Now, if you don't currently hear the song, nothing else matters. Don't care about what they say. I don't care what they do. But I know. Talk about perfectly music fit to the challenge. I love that. Anyhow, I feel called to wrap up this message here. I'm gonna go have lunch, and then yeah, we're gonna have our beautiful community call later today, which oh my god, there's so much that I'm gonna share, but it feels like a necessary cut that I need to make, so I'm gonna do it. Yeah, you know, just like putting my best foot forward, kind of setting the example, because like there's okay. You can talk so much, yeah, and use all these like spiritual terms, but if you're not integrated, if you're not embodying the wisdom that you've been receiving, then you're just like bypassing. Like, sorry, that is so apparent. So trusting and surrendering means, okay, I feel the pull, I know it's soul aligned, higher self, like ego, like is covering in a corner, just like terrified. That is how I know. Like I'm meant to do exactly that. Yeah, not knowing what is going to come out of it, but I don't need to know, and you don't need to know either. Okay, what's on the other side? It's definitely going to be better where you're currently at, if that is what you're striving for. Yeah, change is inevitable, but it's going to be positive change. So we're going to claim that. And if you made it to the very end of this video, I love how also yesterday and like today, yesterday it was like the diamond ring that I asked for the emoji to be put in the comments. Now it's like, oh, come on. Okay, you were meant to see it. Do you see that? The threshold This card has been present in our collective for a while. This is the breakthrough. That is the Aries energy. That is like New Moon in Gemini. Gonna be amplified. You're gonna break through this. You're gonna break through it. Yes. It's not gonna be like brutal and dramatic. No, it's just gonna be like one decision and it's gonna change everything. But if you made it to the very end of the video, comment a freaking diamond. Because that's what you are. So I actually know that you also stayed until the very end. Just know that I freaking love you and appreciate you so much. What exciting times. Literally, it feels so good. Like a action-packed suspense type of movie. You know, where the heroine, the hero, hasn't fully come out on the other side yet, but they're gonna do an action, make a decision that is changing everything. And they don't even realize like what profound change it is. Because again, be as quickly as and small as a mindset shift. As small as like thinking about sitting down and filming a video and not going to lunch. You know, like that type of energy. But anyhow, I freaking love you so much. Thank you for being here and I will see you tomorrow. I love you, I love you, I love you.